Hey, hi everyone. Welcome back to my channel. In this video, we'll talk about cybersecurity as a space, how promising this space in terms of career aspects, right, and how product management job role fits into the cybersecurity domain, right. Um, so let's begin with the fact and some numbers. Uh, so back into if you talk about even the recent research which happened in 2024, there was a survey which happened across different Fortune companies across different domains, and from that response, one of the thing which came out was 46% of the enterprises they could not able to fill the job openings in the security domain, right. So like they were not even able to find the candidates to fill those roles. So so why it is so? Because there is a huge talent shortage in security domain, right. And this shortage is nowhere going to get or is nowhere seen a trend where the gaps are getting closed. And I will also talk about the reason why it is not happening, and it will definitely take some time where you will see some closure or some narrow in terms of the gaps getting narrowed. But before that, I will just talk about some of the roles which are in high demand in security in terms of the technical area. So one is the security architect, right? So this is above, I would say, mid above kind of a role, right, in terms of the hierarchy. And then you have the roles which are coming up uh, as a security analyst. Is more about the beginner role, right. And then you have different levels into that, like security level 1 2 3. Mostly the analysts will be working in a SOC environment, that is security operations environment. Then you have, if you talk about in terms of the consulting, you will find a lot of job openings into security as a security consultant. Most of the openings you will see from big four companies, let's say Deloitte, EY, PwC, right, or KPMG, right. Now, what are the different driving factors? Like, what exactly is driving this whole industry in terms of the demand, right? So one is the explosion of the data, right. And if you I think no one would have remained untouched of the the AI in terms of the use case. People are using AI a lot, right. And with the launch of ChatGPT, the adoption of AI is at the peak, right. So with this, all these core technologies runs on data, right. They need data, right, in order to train all these ML models. And not only about this, if it also talk about the explosion of the IoT devices, right. uh, so there also a lot of telemetry data, a lot of data are generated by the machines. And all these data are very critical for industry because they generate a lot of different insights out of it, which basically again fuel the business decisions. And that's how the data becomes a very important element in all the across the different industries. It's not only about the IT, but it could be like any industry which is playing on data, or where the data is critical. They need the security professionals who can actually make their data security, or I would say their cyber security resilient, right. And now, so these are the major driving factors of the demand of the security professionals. Now let's talk about why the gap is not getting narrowed here. Uh, One of the important reason, because since I have been into this all like few of these roles, and 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 one of the common pain point or the common challenges where uh, why this gap is not going to get narrow soon closer, because a lot of existing security professionals, right, they are under huge pressure. Why? Because first of all, they like it's not like the company is companies, or the, I would say, the corporates are, putting a lot of pressure on the existing employees. But since they're not able to find the right candidates, or or the talent out there in the marketplace, who can actually fill the gaps or the jobs, uh, and a lot of pressure is then, gets spill over to the existing employees. And so, but this pressure, or this, fatigue is something is not sustainable, right? And that's how most of the security professionals either, move out from the corporate, or they look for some other, roles, right? So because of that, this whole cycle becomes, a vicious cycle, right? Like, first of all, they're not able to find the gap, and even the existing talent which they have, with the industry have, like, they are leaving that particular domain and they're exploring some other domain. So so the demand is keeps on increasing, and with the demand, a lot of another external factors comes in, a lot of different regulations which is being enforced by government, or different, independent agencies across the world, right? So now all these companies needs to comply with all these regulations, right? And in order to have that, they need consultants, they need security professionals. So all these things are driving the demand of security professionals. And if you see, even, from past decades, right, there are a lot of security startups coming up, right, to meet all these different use cases or different pain points of the industry. And now, when you talk about these products, these almost of all of these products are digital products, right? And they need product managers who can actually, shape these products, or maybe, create a product which have a right vision out there, and so that they can actually exist in this competitive market for a long period of time. So that's how this whole, product management and security fits in, right, as a complete story. So in the subsequent video, I will just go a little bit more in depth in terms of the industry. What are the different themes in security domain, right? What are the different roles and responsibilities of the security professionals from the technical side and from the product management side, right? I will discuss that, and then I will go in the subsequent videos. We'll talk about what are the expectations of product management from the security per se, right? Like, what are the different roles which are there out there for product managers into security domain, right? And also, I will talk about the technical roles which are there, right? Be it the entry level roles, or the mid senior leadership roles. So yeah, that's all I wanted to talk about in this video. Till then, take care, keep growing, keep learning, and keep shining. If you like this video, go ahead and like the button. Please share with your friends who are also security aspirants, or the aspirants about product management. And also, go ahead and subscribe my channel. Till then, take care, bye.